Now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11" pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. And for Miami, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Haslam, that's good.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. And for Bosh, playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls. And you know, the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller. And Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. It's back to Battier. Passes to LeBron. Nailed from three-point land. LeBron's got 5 men.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Ginobili attacking, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, he's certainly not the biggest name or somebody that strikes fear into the heart of coaches, but Matt Bonner is more than serviceable and knows how to be a thorn in the side of other teams. He just sits out on the perimeter, and when he's open, he knocks down threes.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Bonner, the Red Rocket, so deadly with that unorthodox release from the shoulder.
Yeah, three-point specialist. He helps space the floor for this great offense, and he's got a good feel, too. A good passer and knows where he needs to be defensively.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big three throughout the season and playoffs last year.
Now here's Ginobili. The stupendous finish in traffic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Ray Allen is on the wing. From the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. And Bellinelli kicks to Ginobili. Parker off the pick from Bonner. And Parker, here we go. Dion. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch. Tony Parker had a phenomenal 2011-2012 campaign, but as is the case with Greg Popovich, he challenged Parker to improve upon that for last season. Popovich told him, good players can be great for a little bit, but great players are always great. And that really resonated with Parker.
And the basket by Diop.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Now they've dialed it in here in the second quarter. They are on fire.
Major defensive laps right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
A shot by Bellinelli. No good. Think about how great Parker's been. We forgot his career almost came to an end in the summer of 2012. This is a very interesting part of his career.
That's right. He was an innocent bystander at a club in New York when a melee erupted and bottles were thrown. He's got a shard of glass that penetrated almost through his left eye. Very easily could have lost his vision and lost his career.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
I'll let you know, gentlemen, Greg Popovich is one of the foremost practitioners of the intentional fouling that sends 4 free throw shooters to the line. Not exactly a fan favorite, and Pop says, quote, I think it's ugly. I think it's awful, but it's legal. It's there. If somebody doesn't want to get hacked, they should shoot free throws better. Guys, he's all about winning. Whether it's pretty or ugly, he doesn't care.
They wear you down, Doris. Thank you so much. Ray Allen is checked in for LeBron. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
One of the great shooters in the history of the game. I mean, Ray Allen is just amazing with that deep range, incredible accuracy, and he can also put the ball on the deck a little bit once or twice, pull up jump shots, get to the foul line. Allen's just one of the most consistent scorers we've had in the game for a long time.
And he's rehearsed that motion for so long. It's automatic. I mean, it's something he can do in his sleep. He doesn't even think about the situation or the defender. He eyes his target and lets it fly.
Back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players, have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Haslam, the pass to Allen. He dishes it to Wade, expanding his range. It's rebounded by Splitter. Green kicks to Parker. Stolen by Chalmers. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Heat lead by 2. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks, everyone, for being with us for the midweek edition of the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Heat have the lead out in Miami against
the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The Big Three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
Now here's Parker. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points. not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And here's Chalmers for three, and the basket good. Chalmers has got his second bucket of the night. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And, Steve, you have to think that at least one or two of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, 2 straight titles in Miami since they decided to go small. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, thinking conventionally that first season with LeBron, that was my biggest regret as a coach. I put LeBron in a box. LeBron was a small forward. That's what we knew. But after the Dallas series, we decided to start from scratch. We always talked about how versatile our team was, but we never thought about what that meant. We had to do away with convention. And guys, that started by playing LeBron at the 4.
And with his length and athleticism, he has all the tools. Doris, thank you. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. And Parker, here we go. Duncan kicks to Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Seems like every year, guys, you look at Tony Parker and he's found something else to add to his game. He's always improving.
San Antonio trailing here. Draw off the pick from Splitter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Parker. From 18 feet away. And it's Miami with the rebound. Last season for Tony Parker, arguably his best ever. 20 points a game, almost 8 assists. 52% Steve from the field. There was even talk at midseason about maybe MVP consideration.
Well, his ability to score inside around the rim is amazing, but he's also become a master of knocking down the jump shot from that 15 to 18-foot range. But really, this team has been built now around Parker. Their offensive strategy completely tailored to suit his talents.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. That's good.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Now here's Parker. He's got 6. Pass to Leonard. Back to Parker. Dishes to Duncan. 5 to shoot. That one a little long.
He had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off, just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Haslem. Rebound by Parker.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
Green. Parker dishes to Green. He feeds it to Leonard. Duncan right side. Second shot opportunity. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Inside. The 3 from LeBron. Can't get it to fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Miami. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3 ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we were really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
And here is Parker after the 3-pointer from Cole. It's Parker with the drive. Ripped away. LeBron passes to Wade. That one goes. Count. And the Heat lead by 8.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
Here's Bellinelli. Back to Leonard. The pass to Bellinelli. Kicks to Diaw. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Cole's shot is good.
And assists like that have typified their effort. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Thanks, Doris. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Parker outside. Duncan, he's covered by Bosch. With the fadeaway. Gets it to go. 6 points for Tim Duncan.
Yeah, the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And Kevin, he's really solidified his role as the closer on this team. You know, Miami struggled to figure out whether they'd go to LeBron or Bosch or Wade at first. I think Wade has become the guy.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have two guys that are capable of closing, Steve. I agree with you, though. His aggressiveness and confidence probably give him a slight edge in closing over LeBron. You can play great defense on him, but he still typically finds a way to get the shot he wants.
Parker outside. Leonard. No good on the triple. LeBron outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Spurs trail by 10. They set the pick. Now the feed to Splitter. For 3. Leonard, no luck. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. LeBron outside, on deep, and again, Miami with the triple.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Chalmers' shot is no good. The Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Leonard, no luck. Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Wade, good.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Duncan kicks to Leonard. Out to Parker. That's good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.